This is experiment 3 in web technology. Here, this is Sharika UR14CS122. Here we are going to design a simple web page using HTML and CSS3. So in this, so let me first show you the output of this code. Okay, so let us go back to the code. So here we've created the title. I put the title inside the div element 7. So let us see the CSS for this. So inside 7 I placed the text in the center. So for that I've used text align center and I've set the font size to 48px, and then the text shadow, as we can see, the text shadow, the yellow element here is the text shadow. So for that I've used text shadow 2px yellow, that is towards this side a bit and this side 2px, and then the color yellow, and background color, as we can see, green, and the padding 1em is my padding. And then the next, then inside the same header section I've given the navigation link inside the tag nav within the div element called 8, class 8. Whenever we use whenever we use class in the CSS, we use dot. Whenever we use the ID selector, we use hash. But here I've used class, so I've used dot there. So inside div element 8, I've given the nav tag, and inside UL tag, that is unordered list, I've given the navigation links. So navigation links. So these 4 navigation links, and and it gives us the rollover effect. So let us see the CSS code for that. For CSS code, first the list style type none. When I give list style type none, the bulletins disappear and then overflow hidden, so that the contents of the box don't flow out of the box. And then the background color, the position relative, so that the boxes are placed relatively, that is they don't overlap. And then the border 3px solid gray, as we can see here, a gray border. That is what this says, solid gray. And then text align, the text is aligned at the center and float properties left. And then display inline block is used to set the blocks right next to each other. And then the color, then text align center, then the padding, text decoration none. In the link we usually get a underline right beneath that. So in order to remove that, we've used text decoration none. Then LIA hover. So in hover I've given background color blue. So as we can see here, when I hover, it turns blue. And the next part, and next we close the header section, and inside this section we've given an image wrapper. Inside image wrapper is this part. So let us see the CSS code for that. So in this I've given width equal to 100%, height is auto, and z index -1 denotes that the image should be beneath the text. Next thing we'll find out. So here in div class welcome, I've given welcome to a web technology lab that gets aligned to the right on top of our image. That is why in the previous development, div element, we've given z index -1, so that this particular image stays behind this text. So in this CSS code for the text, I've given the color white, position absolute, so that it overlaps the previous development, and from top 75%, from left 80%, and the font size is 40px. And the next is our thumbnails. We have 3 thumbnails here. So I've given each thumbnail inside separate development. So inside class 1, I have given an image and then a paragraph. A paragraph is nothing but the thing beneath. This about us I've given inside the p tag, and this is the image, and this is a p tag. And this is thumbnail 1, thumbnail 2, and this is thumbnail 3. So let us see the CSS code for that. So first, the development 1, the whole width of the development is 32%, and then the position is relative, and float left, so that it stays towards the left, and z index minus 1, so the same thing, so that the image stays behind the thing, so z index 1. Then for the paragraph that is about us is position absolute, and then text decoration none, so that the underline, since it's a link, when we click on about us, as you can see here, when we click, it's clickable, so when we click about us, it is redirected to the other page. As we can see that it gets redirected to the other page. So
this is Shari.
So yeah, so in order to take that underline off, we've given text decoration none, and top, from the top it is 250px, and font size is 25, color white, and border solid black. As we can see here, the border, this is the border there, I've given it as solid black. And then the padding, the padding around, from the left it is 150px, and from the right it is 150px, so that about us stands in the center. And then 1 PA text decoration none, so this removes the underline there. And then the second thumbnail, for this second thumbnail, the same thing, we've given the, let's see the CSS code. So the width is 32%, and margin left is 2%, that is left, the space here, no, the space, that is denoted by margin left 2%, margin left 2%, and position relative, so that it stays next to the previous element, and if we give absolute, it will overlap it. So in order to make it stand next, relative to that position, we've given position relative. Then float left, z index minus 1, so that it changes, it sets right behind. So same way, the same thing that we gave for one, absolute. For the paragraph it is absolute, text decoration, and all the padding, top, everything is similar to the previous thumbnail. And same thing with the third thumbnail, with this thing, the same thing, for the picture, the paragraph, for everything, to remove the thing, everything is same as the previous element. And next we go for this section. I made another section, and inside that I've used two developments, 4 and 5, and for the subheading I've used h3 tag and the paragraph tag. Yeah, let's see the CSS code for that. So here, here first I've set the development, the height and the width, the position is relative, then float is left, and then the border solid black, and from top 40px. And then for the heading I've given border, and opacity is just that it gives an opaque effect, that's opacity 0.6, and font size, text, and position absolute, so that the heading stays above the development, like above, it overlaps, and width 100%, so that takes the whole position, and margin 0, we don't need a margin, and then background color green. So in the paragraph, justify, so that it gets justified, and then the background color is light green, and padding, padding and font size. The same thing applies to the next thumbnail here. So next, for this thing, it shares the same code. The next, let's see the code for the footer here. So inside footer, inside div class 6, I've given the address, the door number, the city, and everything there. So let's see the CSS code for the footer. The text align is center, background color is blue, font family italic, position is relative, width 100%, float left, and from top, the total height is 70%, and from top it is 80px. So hence, this is a single web page using HTML5 and CSS.